Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back. And welcome back, No Contact Army. Have you been a good little soldier or a bad little soldier? And if you too would like to join the No Contact Army, it's very simple. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and you're in. And to read the No Contact Army manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com, where you can read 2 free chapters before purchasing the book. This week, I want to talk about something that you should never do with an ex. It will be detrimental to you getting your ex back. What is it? Well, continue listening and you'll find out. I have an email here from someone who did this exact thing, and of course he lived to regret it. So let's get started. Okay, he says, I'm absolutely at a loss here. After being dumped, I went no contact for 4 days. I was a mess. She then suddenly sent me a picture of some food restaurant saying it reminded her of me. Shut up. Yeah, right. I took it as a I want to get back sign and started talking to her. Bad, bad, bad. Never, ever, ever assume your ex wants to get back together unless they specifically say so, because you're going to make the wrong moves, you're going to say the wrong things, and you're going to mess things up. He should not have responded to that breadcrumb, especially after only 4 days of the breakup. That means that it was either a fake breakup or she was in a lot of pain. Good. That's what you want your ex to be in, because there's no way they're going to come back unless they're anxious and in pain most of the time. Okay, we talked during the last 3 days on a normal basis, usually light threads. It was going okay. In my mind, we would be back together. Silly me. Yeah, I agree with that. So today we were texting and suddenly I commented on how we should make a certain food for dinner someday. And she said, I think you got the wrong message, and proceeded to say that we were not back together, that she loved me, and please keep this in mind that she said she loved him, but still was certain on our breakup, and how she thought that if we remained talking on a daily basis like friends, it would be both beneficial to us since we both wouldn't be a mess. No, it would be beneficial to her. She's making it seem like it's for the both of you. No, it's for her. She's being sly here. This way, we could step by step stop missing each other and someday date other people. Right, meaning she's going to keep talking to you. She's going to use you to get over you until she's over you and find someone else, and then get out of here. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm done with you. You're my ex. That's exactly what's going to happen. I then told her I was misled. No, she didn't mislead you. You misled yourself. You assumed that because she contacted you, she wanted to get back together. And every time I've talked about an ex contacting you in my videos, I've always said it doesn't mean they want to get back together, because people want to believe as soon as they hear from their ex for any little thing, oh, they want to get back together. Not necessarily. Maybe they do, and maybe they don't. Until they say they do, assume they don't. He continues, and the only reason I started talking to her was because I thought we would reconcile. Otherwise, it does me more harm than good. Good. You understand that. It does you more harm than good. At this moment, she said I was being selfish. Abso-friggin-lutely. As well you should. You're no longer in a relationship. That means you put yourself first. You do what's best for you. And if she doesn't like it, oh well, she's the ex. She broke up with you. That's what you get. And was only thinking about myself. Yeah, so she's trying to guilt him into continuing to talk to her. What happened? I thought she loved him. Why would you do that to someone you love? He goes on. She got kind of pissed and said that if I wanted to do no contact, she would respect that, but I had to decide at that moment. again with the ultimatums. Decide right now, or. And as I said in my last video, we do not entertain ultimatums. Someone gives you an ultimatum, they do not love you. Okay, someone that loves you doesn't give you an ultimatum. There are a few exceptions. The only one that comes to mind now would be in the case of an intervention, where it's go to rehab or else. That's tough love. So that's a good ultimatum. But usually ultimatums are not good. He continues, at this moment, I was weak. I mean, I still want her and love her. I couldn't just say, yeah, no contact then. All right, not everybody can be strong at that moment, but that would have been the thing to say because it's possible she was bluffing. So again, call their bluff. Call their ultimatum. It's like, do this or else. Okay, I'll take the or else then. And so I said, I needed to think about it. I mean, that was a good response. You need to think about it. But then look what she did afterwards. She then said, and I quote, I'll decide then. And boom, she disappeared like Houdini. I've been staring at my phone ever since. Well, stop staring at your phone. You know, what happened? I thought she loved you. She's just angry that you're not going to be there to help her get over you. How selfish of you. How dare you do that? To be honest, I really want to go to her house tomorrow and talk to her. And if that goes bad, and it would, and it will, I don't know if he did, I don't think she'll even open the door for me. Okay, so she won't even open the door, and yet you're thinking of going over there? No. Then I'll accept that I tried, and I'll do no contact. Okay, he goes, I'm feeling so guilty. What do I do now? She totally got me good and took control of the situation. No. You gave her control of the situation momentarily. No one can take control of you unless you hand over control. No one has power over you unless you hand over the power. And so just as you hand over the power and the control, you can take it back. So that's exactly what you're going to do by staying in no contact. So this guy should never have responded to that breadcrumb. That's what happens. You respond to breadcrumbs, you think they want to get back together, and then you find out the truth. And whereas before, if he had not responded to that and let her anxiety grow, there would have been a good chance that she would have contacted him and wanted to talk or get back together or something. But now she's even more upset than before because now she knows that he's doing no contact. That's the worst thing that can happen. You don't want them to know that you're doing that. So the thing that you should never do with an ex is obviously respond to breadcrumbs, as I've talked about in many videos, but most importantly, do not assume they're trying to get back together just because they contacted you. Don't assume they do, and don't assume they don't. Just wait and see. Don't get too excited. You know, it's better to be cautiously optimistic. Time will reveal whether or not they want to get back together. Okay? So, did you ever try to keep in touch with an ex after the breakup, or did an ex ever try to keep in touch with you? What happened? How did it go? Enlighten us. Tell us. Let us know. And then in the meantime, if you want to get private coaching with me, you can contact me at theartoflove.net. The direct link is below every single video, and we will send you the rates. If you're listening on YouTube, remember to like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to this as a podcast, I would appreciate if you would rate and review it. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.